Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Always Accurate Weekly with Hope Murray. Today we're continuing our segment, Navigating These Unprecedented Times with COVID-19. My guest today is Miss Cherita Williams. She is the owner of Brighter Minds Academy in Irmo, South Carolina. Cherita, welcome.
Thank you, Hope.
It's good to have you here. I trust that your new year is off to a great start.
It is. How was your new year?
It's going good, thanks for asking.
That's good.
So, tell me a little bit about Brighter Minds Academy and the services you offer.
Brighter Minds Academy was started 3 years ago. We offer a whole line of services for early childhood, e-learning, and aftercare.
Good. So, what ages are you servicing particularly?
We service ages 6 weeks to 12 years old.
6 weeks to 12 years old. So are you offering any preschool services with the 6 weeks to 12-year-old there?
We are. As far as the younger adolescent children, we use that time to go over their numbers, their shapes. We also do like lesson plans. We use the creative curriculum lesson plans.
Okay, very good. You know, I'm often amazed with children, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, who can get their parents' smartphone and just, go where they need to go and do what they need to do. So clearly, I think, early cognitive learning is the key. So tell me, how has COVID changed the way you do business?
As far as the way that we do business, one of the biggest changes are that parents are not allowed to come into the building anymore because of the COVID. We want to keep down less germs as possible, but also we have to sanitize a whole lot more in the center. As far as doing more hand washing, we also, we're teaching the kids how to stay safe, and we talk about COVID-19 a lot.
You have this discussion with the children?
We have the discussion with the children.
And are they understanding what's going on pretty much?
At this point, yes, they are. I guess because they hear it a lot at home. Mm-hmm. They hear it a lot, in the news. They just hear it.
Right. That's remarkable because, we hear a lot about how the kids are missing out on the socialization. And, with the daycare, of course, we have that socialization, but, in the schools, it may be a little different because they're practicing hybrid learning and virtual learning, yes, simultaneously. So, that's very good. So what are we doing in your business to make sure that the children and your staff are remaining safe?
So we use the CDC guidelines. We also use DSS's, the tips that they have given us over the past year since COVID has started. We also use DHEC regulations, trying to stay safe. The employees, they actually get COVID tested twice a month, and the teachers, they wear their mask all day, but the students are not required to wear a mask.
Very good. So in terms of the center itself, in the absence of the kids, is there anything particular that you're doing? Is there a daily regimen you're having to follow to keep the center, in a certain stance so that the kids can return the next day?
Yes. As far as the sanitation goes, that's a big key about the center. We have to sanitize in the morning. We also do some sanitation in the evenings and some on the weekends. This just to make sure that everybody is safe. We try to, make sure that,
I guess, I'm not exactly sure how the CDC and DHEC requires, but these businesses who do sanitation, I'm sure they probably had to take it up another level because Corona is new. We've experienced viruses before, of course, but this is coronavirus. And, even now that you're talking about a new strand that's out, and I'm sure that even, those cleaning companies are, testing to make sure that what they're using is going to support what we're talking about now, as well as the new strands that are coming out. So there's a lot of safety that we definitely have to adhere to. Right. So what about, let's just say you have a parent that's considering, that really needs daycare services, but they are just skeptical about bringing their kid into the daycare environment. How would you advise?
First, I would tell the parent to make sure that they check with the center to see their daily schedules as far as the regimens that they use. as far as the sanitation, what the teachers are doing, because that is a key. You want to make sure that everybody is doing what they need to do, because this is a team effort. Even the parents are needing to do what they need to do, like keeping the kids out of certain areas, because you just never know. You just always have to be safe when it comes to COVID, because it can be, there are people out there that are asymptomatic. And you know, we also at the center, we do fever checks or whatever. We make sure that the kids don't have fevers. So you want to make sure that they do have a COVID policy and a COVID plan.
You know, I want to backtrack a little bit. I remember you saying early that the parents are not allowed in the center. So if a kid comes in and a kid is feeling well, and during the period of the day the kid develops some type of symptoms, they got a headache, maybe a little stomach bug or whatever, so when you call that parent and that worker, that staff that you get to take that kid to the parent, how is that staff then, you know, handling herself?
Well, the staff will usually, if the student is not feeling well, the staff has to keep the gloves on. We have to treat everything as though COVID can be there. But the student will do the same thing as the morning that we do in the mornings. They would the teacher would have to take the student to the parent, wearing gloves, of course a mask, so just to make sure that the student is cared for properly, and making sure that we still keep safety, you know. So that's
right. You know, I commend you guys, because you have children that's very young, and a lot of times, you know, you got to make sure you know the kid, because a kid being quiet could mean something. It could mean they're sleepy, you know, but it also could mean I feel bad. You know, so you guys have so much to watch, and I mean, I really commend you all. One thing I wanted to ask in addition was after school services. So I understand you have children that comes in the morning, but do you have kids that's going to school and then joining your daycare afterwards?
Well, as of right now, we currently don't. We offer that service, but right now we don't. But the way that our building, Brighter Minds Academy, is set up, we actually have it to where each classroom has its own individual door. And with that being said, that we would only keep the kids that are after schoolers together. We would only keep each age group together. Nobody mixes at any point in time. Like infants are alone, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, we actually keep everybody separately. So that's the beauty of, you know, at our center, we have every door is a exit.
Very, very, very good. I think it's good. I have a terminology I use saying staying in my pod. And technically that's what you're doing. You're keeping everyone in their pods. You know, those kids get off that bus with a whole different, you know, group of people. And you want to make sure that those children are staying with themselves and not with the ones who've been there all day. Right. You know, and going back to the part where the parent is not welcome, so not welcome, but not coming in the building, of course, you know, the kid, if that kid has a sibling, I'm not sure if that's the case where you have a kid who's in the daycare and one that gets off the bus, you know, they all meet outside, you know, and go home, and I'm sure there's a level of sanitation that's happening there. Yes. You know, this is very good information. I thank you so much for joining me, Cherita.
Thank you so much for having me.
I tell you, we have to just keep in mind, like, you know, we got to stay 6 feet, we got to wash our hands, we got to just be sanitary all around, you know, so I'm just glad, I'm good to see that everything is going well at Brighter Minds Academy, that you are able to open the doors and have the kids in safe and successful. So, you know, congratulations and thumbs up to you.
Thank you.
So all hearts and minds are clear?
Well, I just want to say, if anybody is interested, you can always come to our website. Our website is brightermindsmovement.org. I'm sorry, I was trying to give my email address. Also, you can always come and visit us. If you want a tour, you can always contact us, reach out on the website, and we can do virtual tours, or we can do, you know, walk-in tours. The walk-in tours are when students are not there. So thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And you guys, thank you so much for tuning in as well. Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Also visit our website at alwaysaccuratephotographing.com. And lastly, check out Always Accurate Smart Home and Networking with Dwayne. It's another weekly segment that we offer. And should you have any questions, you can always email us at the email address listed below in the description box. You guys take care of each other and yourselves. Bye.